Hi, everybody. Greetings from South Africa. My name is Megan. I've just returned to my country after a wonderful time spent at the AyaCenter doing an ayahuasca retreat, which included ayahuasca and San Pedro. And of course, as you can see, I'm in one piece. So it was definitely a success and everything and more that I thought it would be. But the reason for my video is not to speak about my ayahuasca journey. I think there are lots of people doing that online already. I do, however, want to speak about the AyaCenter. The reason for that is because when I decided to do an ayahuasca ceremony, no one really knew what I was talking about here in my country, and it was really hard to try and find a great place where I'd be safe to do so. Lots of research, lots of looking around, and I think even a little bit of luck, if I'm to be honest. So this is a few things about the AyaCenter that I really enjoyed in case you might be in the same predicament. Number one, it was absolutely safe. And that's really important. I was traveling to an unknown country, doing something that I'd never done before, but I was in capable hands. The staff were amazing, absolutely caring. The maestro knew what he was doing, and I was one of those people who really struggled with the idea of plant medicine at first. And I can only say with gratitude that I was in capable hands. Another thing about the AyaCenter, which I absolutely appreciated, was that we did it in small groups. We were only 3 people at the retreat during my time there. And I can only imagine how overwhelming it would have been if we were about 20, 30 to 40 people doing the same thing. So I was really grateful. I was able to have a one-on-one experience, one-on-one care. And I was in a place where everybody knew each other. Everybody knew me by name. I knew everybody by name. And I made lifelong friends, not just with those on the retreat with me, but with the lovely caring facilitators and the staff there. So I was in a great, comfortable place. And also, it was a very hygienic place. For those of you that are neat freaks and germaphobes, everything was clean. Everything was tidy. The food was absolutely healthy and delicious. So I was very much in my comfort zone. If that's what you are going for, then it's the place for you. And I was also very appreciative of the fact that the maestro had all the experience that he had, with over 30 years of experience. And when they did the ceremonies, there were no twists added. It was a very authentic ceremony. I was really appreciative of that. I had some really challenging moments in my ceremony, and I was grateful for the fact that when I panicked, Maestro didn't. Like I said, over 30 years of experience, I was not the easiest person, so I think he must have drawn on at least a couple of years of that experience. And he was humble and he was wise, and he just got me through in an amazing way. I do believe that people who facilitate this and who conduct these ceremonies, it's very much a calling. And on many levels, I experienced that with everybody involved in my journey. Absolute care. I was able to be myself. I could object to certain things. I could voice my opinion. I was in a safe place to do so. And never once did I feel that I couldn't be myself, which is very important. I think doing something like this, your body can be very vulnerable, and your emotional levels, etc. And each one of those were taken care of from start to finish. The only disappointment I had was that it was in a residential area. I thought it was going to be in the jungle. I had visions of myself in the mountains. And when I got there, I was like, oh, this looks like a house. And it's a very beautiful home, don't get me wrong. It's a quiet, beautiful residential space. But I wanted to go all out, I wanted to do the thing. But let me say this, I was very grateful that I was in a residential area by the first ceremony, because when you push yourself so far out of your comfort zone and you're really stepping into the unknown, I was very grateful to be able to return after ceremony to my own warm bed, and have a lovely warm shower. And if I wanted to have the lights on or off, there was electricity and running water. So whatever notions I thought I would be able to do, I was very grateful that it didn't push me to those depths. So what a lovely experience I had. It was really great. And wherever your ayahuasca journeys might take you, I hope that you do your research. It's imperative. I can only imagine, if I judge from my own experience, if I was in a situation that was unsafe in any way, or where I felt unsafe, it would have turned into a very traumatic event for me. But I wasn't. By some way of the universe, world, God, whatever you want to call it, I arrived on the doorsteps of the AyaCenter, which is not a center, it's a home. And the people there that share their home with you, and you're treated as a guest. And you are treated like family. And I had an amazing time. And I'm very, very grateful for that. So I wouldn't be putting my face to a video if I didn't feel that this was the best place I could do something like this. And I encourage you to check it out, or make sure that wherever you go, you keep yourself safe. Good luck on your journey, and to all the wonderful staff and friends that I made back at the AyaCenter, I do hope our paths cross soon, and I am intrinsically indebted to you and absolutely grateful for the time I spent with you.